Hey, Adam, can you mess with these guys even though they're not here? And all the hipsters, all the, those chubby green-haired tundra Wookiees. They want to have abortions, but no one will sleep with them. You know those? You're doing it because you're a filthy communist, and you're trying to unravel our society. Yeah, baby. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to Be Free, Stay Free. This is the podcast where we show videos of basically Democrats, toilet people, call them what you will, just doing what they do, and then we make fun of them. And who's we? KDJ, I just see you. No. We're getting the band back together yet again. However, I'm the only one in the studio, but I am not alone. Coming from the toilet town of New York City, we've got my friend Gino Bisconte. Gino, how are you, sir?
Very good. How are you guys?
Put a headband on. You look naked. Jesus Christ, we can't look at you like that. There you go.
I blame me. How are we? Let me put on my headset so I look all proper and pretty. And again, thank you. Go on. Hello.
Gino, how is it you're late to the show and you haven't left your home? How is that even possible?
I used to do a podcast with Artie.
Stop bragging.
Some demons, and he's like, I've been late to half the shows, and it's in my kitchen. So I'm learning from the best. I took a lesson from the best. How are you guys?
Lovely, thank you, lovely. Paulie, as you know, folks, Paul Nolan from Live from Studio 6B. He's down in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That is the white trash home of Calabash and No Gimmicks. No gimmicks. Do they still have those signs up, Paulie? No gimmicks.
Yeah, they do.
You know a store is a real piece of shit when they got to go, we're not ripping you off. No gimmicks. And what is Calabash? Is that seafood? I forgot.
I'm in North Myrtle, so it all looks the same to me. It's just one like strip mall and like fast food joint and like adult amusement park after another. But there are plenty of Trump stores down here as well, so it does offset it. But this is the home of greasy fried food and obese people. It's fantastic. I love it here. I fit right in.
And if you're lucky, a good race riot will break out. Happens every year. There's a reason I don't work Myrtle Beach no more, and that would be it. Although I am dressed a little white trashy myself. Look, I got my Born in the USA vest and my hat. Look, my hair's long. I'm starting to look a little rednecky. That's in honor of Myrtle Beach, where... Wait a minute, Gino, aren't you going to be down there next week?
I'm going to be in South Carolina, not in Myrtle Beach, just doing some in-law stuff. I got to get my real glasses. Hanging with the fam, and then 2 weeks from that, next week I'm in South Carolina. The week after that, I'm in LA. Sounds way cooler than it is, but I'll take the optics on that. And we were saying, how great is this? Because as good as the booth has been at making me look black and gay and angry, this is where they really shine. And when I say shine, I don't mean the people that Paul went to South Carolina to avoid. When I say shine, I mean glow. I mean, really, I didn't see any. Anyway, so thank you guys for making my life a little easier as we sit here and make things difficult on the Democrats.
All right. Now, before we get to some videos, I want to ask you guys something. Big elections all over the country last night. In New Jersey, I kid you not, a Democrat won a primary. He's probably going to go to the Congress. His name is something like Asai. I think I got that right. And he's not only a Democrat socialist, he's also a friend of the blind sheik. Remember that animal? Paulie, How is it we are electing our own replacements? How can this be happening?
Well, it's 25 to 45 years of just pure indoctrination. These people play the slow game. They know that their goal is to turn America to a communist nation, and they don't care if they live to see it. They just want it to be that way in the future, and they're stupid.
Stupid indeed. Let me ask you, Gino, how many socialists does this country have to elect before someone goes, oh, I get it, they hate us?
I think one more should be the answer. And by the way, my brother's from New Jersey. The correct pronunciation of that guy's name is click, click, whistle, ding. But the more that they bring in people where you don't even know their name, the more that this goes on, the more we're going to pay attention to things that go on in, I don't know, the UK, or as I like to call it, new Iraq. Because what was released yesterday on the police cam with that sheik that killed that kid while the cops like, yeah, we believe the sheik. If you don't see that's where we're heading every time we put someone like that in office, New Jersey, then you can call me a crazy old racist white man, but I don't think I'm that old. Anyway, go on.
Gino's talking about Henry Nowak. Henry Nowak is 20 years old, and he got killed by some Indian guy who, because of his religion, he's allowed to carry an 8-inch blade. And he called the cops, said, hey, I killed him because he committed racism on me. He committed racism. And the cops show up, and the guy's on the ground. He's bleeding out. And they cuff him. They cuff him because the Indian guy said. And he goes, the kid goes, I've been stabbed. He goes, no, I don't think you've been stabbed. Where were you stabbed? He goes, in my face. Look at my face. And, of course, he bled out. Big riots taking place there. This might be the end of it. I remember that some savage butchered 3 little girls at they're having like a Taylor Swift party and just chopped them up for no reason. And they said, man, these illegal immigrants. And everyone went, oh, you far right animals. He's not here illegally. His parents were. He was born here, as though that makes it any better. How long, Paulie, until this carnage starts here in the United States?
You know what? I think we have too many guns in most states, so I don't think it'll happen. But in the blue states, it already has happened. It's beginning to go as we see it. And the only way it's going to stop is if people do stand up physically as well as verbally. And honestly, America's will always push back. The counterculture is rising, in my opinion. And I think when we see New York completely fail, we see every rich person, every job creator leave, all the businesses, all the money go, and it goes to states like Texas and South Carolina and North Carolina and Florida. There'll be a wake-up call, and it'll swing back our way. I believe that'll happen.
Right. Hey, Gino, how is it your wife can hand you a cup of coffee while texting me at the same time? That's talent right there. That's talent.
First of all, Paulie convinced me to swing his way last week, which is why he had to take his wife to South Carolina. I don't want to get into that. But I think you left out some incredible, this is like an AI story almost to me, the Nowak guy. Because not only did everything you say happen, but there are details, I'm not making this up, when the police got there and believed the sheik, okay? Because how many times have we heard the phrase, when you talk about George Floyd, if the roles were reversed, okay, they were. And not just reversed. You know what this Nowak guy said as the police were handcuffing him and his 5 stab wounds? You know what he said through the blood coming out of his mouth, not making up an iota of this? You know what he said? He said, I can't breathe. Hand to God.
Yes.
Look it up.
Yes.
He said, I can't breathe. And they said, I don't believe you. As opposed to what Derek Chauvin said, N-word, please. But what's going on now is literally, do we live in a simulation? Because I don't know if you know this. Did you see all the white guys that went outside the police barracks or whatever you want to call it in UK? And did you see how many of them set fire to the place? None. You know why? Because they didn't want to be hacks and do what they're doing to Paris the past 3 days. Enjoy your Iraqi country, EU, or as I like to call it, EU.
Well, right. And yet they're all chanting, I can't breathe. They're chanting, yelling, on your knees to the cops. They're disgusted by it. They've had it. We saw what happened with Tommy Robinson's last riot. They've made us, the world, believe that Tommy Robinson is this white, national, demented racist, which he's none of that. He's just proud of his nation. He wants to keep his nation and their culture intact. But meanwhile, they're owned. Britain is owned. The city of London runs it, and they're owned as well by all that Iraqi, Kuwaiti, Qatari, all that money that comes in. They own the city of London. They own the big buildings. They own the big property. And they own the politicians. And we saw a big, giant pushback in London and in all of England, where, what was it, Keir Starmer and the entire working class BS bullshit Labor Party got their asses handed to them. People have had it. It's got to end soon. And I think that the globalists played their hand way too hard. They pushed all in way too soon, and they're gonna face a big repercussion. And I don't believe this is gonna last. I think liberty will rise, and it always does. And people won't put up with this.
You know, I love how suddenly not wanting gang rapes leads one to become a white nationalist. Now, Gino, you're both a sexual predator and a white nationalist. How does that make you feel when you see something like that?
I feel like they're doing it wrong. I do. It really does have to be, as Malcolm Gladwell said, a tipping point. And if this isn't it, I'll say it again. They said I can't. He said I can't breathe. If this isn't it, then and where was Keir Starmer? If you don't get, wasn't he stepping down? If you don't get that, people, if they don't ask the question, where he made a statement yesterday. Where was that statement 6 months ago? The 6 months that they spent hiding the body cam footage. This happened 6 months ago. I don't know about you two. I had no idea. I had no idea about it till yesterday when all of the news hit and they finally released the body cam footage because the police withheld it during the trial. Yep. Do you understand? They let one guy retire, one guy suspended. Now they're like, well, we're going to put it through review. Too late. Too late. You need to put you need to start at the top with Starmer. And by that, I mean him stepping down from the top and move on and I believe it's called in childhood terms, a do-over. You have to do your whole government and mentality ideology over because you cannot let a guy that stabbed someone not once, not twice, 5 times say, well, he said something mean to me. Well, we'll put him in handcuffs.
Yep.
And did you see the clip of it when the guy said, I'm bleeding? And he goes, I don't believe you, mate.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
If this doesn't do it, I'm going to say it. I give up. If this isn't, this should be as big. Just ignore that. We're having that removed later. She chewed through the duct tape. If this doesn't,
10 seconds.
This doesn't, we got to run her. I'll get her.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Paulie, I'm going to ask you when we get back, can Keir Starmer step down? I don't think he can because he owes himself to the globalists. Hold on, folks.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single Justice for All with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
We're back, baby. We're back, and we mean it this time. Folks, we're talking about Henry Nowak. He was the white guy killed for being a white guy in jolly old England. Keep in mind, Gino, you mentioned those 5 stab wounds. 2 of them were on his legs as he was climbing a fence to get away. Now, in the in the U.S., various states, you can't even shoot a guy in your house if he's not facing you. If someone's trying to escape, you have to let them escape. This guy, well, I will say, at least the guy got life in prison. Will he serve it? I don't know. We'll get into that in a moment. Paulie, I think Keir Starmer's not stepping down because he's a filthy globalist and he knows he has the backing of the reptile people. Can he? Why? Am I wrong? I just think that people like him, Mitch McConnell, Dianne Feinstein, once they take the envelope, that's it. The only way out is in a casket. What say you?
These people are what we call a turtle on a fence post. What I mean is, if you ever see a turtle on a fence post, you know that it didn't get there on its own. It was placed there, and the only way to help it is to knock it down. That's the only way to do what you have to do as a human being is to just knock it on the ground and set it free. And then if it's Keir Starmer, you got to stomp on it. These people are disgusting. Same thing with the guy, Mark Carney. He's another globalist puppet who was placed in a rigged election in Canada. Canada is the subject of the British Empire, and these buffoons up there have been brainwashed. You think America's propagandized? Get the news in Canada for one day, and you would think that everything about America is racist, awful, and illegal, and capitalist demons when meanwhile, these people shuffle all of their kids over the border to get them healed up when they're sick or dying because their system is a joke. And I don't think that these people who would hide into the cloak of secrecy will be hidden any longer. I think people know it. Even people, normies, who don't pay attention to the news because they're too busy working 2 jobs to make ends meet because the dollar isn't worth jack squat. These people are suffering, and they've had it, and they want to know why. It's a freaking lie. Everything they do, every dollar they make is taxed to death, and they're shit upon because all they want to do is grind their way through life and give their kids a better life. So I just don't see them. I don't see them lasting much longer. And I think Trump is playing the game perfectly, and I think it's just a matter of time before liberty rises. I really believe it.
All right, let me ask you guys this. I don't know if you're watching the primary races in California. Steve Hilton won, and Spencer Pratt came in second in L.A., but only 63% of the ballots have been counted, and you know it's California. They're going to take ballots for the next 17 days, I think, until they get the outcome they want. Am I a tinfoil hat wacko, Gino?
I don't know what you are, but I am terrified that you're right because there's no getting around this, and it's the optics of how could people not see if they, like, over the next 17 days, my concern is that not only that they'll do it, but that they're not saying we can't try to cheat like this because it's going to be so obvious, but it's not. I refer back to what you just said about the Sheik guy. He got life in prison. He got life in prison 6 months after, and nothing went on before that. They didn't do anything when they were there watching George Floyd OD. It was an immediate shitstorm at these people. How are people not up in arms about that? And if they're not up in arms about that, and they ain't, then What makes you think they're going to be up in arms when in 17 days they're like, oh my God, I can't believe Karen Bass got 50.19% of the vote and
Yep.
she's the mayor, and I can't even keep track. I'm so focused on that, I'm not even paying attention to the governor race, which is amazing. And again, the guy didn't win, but he got the majority of the votes, so he'll be in the runoff. Knock on wood. So my answer is, I wish I had a concrete answer, but I just have no faith in the voting process anymore, especially in states like California and New Jersey, even more than New York, and probably all of them at this point.
Paulie, I got a question for you. How many homeless people have to take a shit in front of their houses before they'll vote for something different?
Well, that's right. I have a question for you. I still want to know, how did you beat that triple homicide that there was blood? Never mind. You just got to wonder how many times you have to see a guy masturbate in the street while he's shitting, while he's injecting himself with some form of a drug that he got from the government handout, where they were given free needles and free dope before you wake up. Well, apparently L.A. is only finally waking up now, and it's just a matter of time before we see all the silent, red people there who always say, no sense in me voting, it's pointless, come out in droves and say enough is enough. It's crazy. So I think the pushback will come there too.
I just don't see how people can say, man, there's a big Democrat street kebab in my driveway. My kid had to hopscotch around that and the needles to get to school, but Orange Man bad, I'm voting for the commie pinko. I think they just haven't suffered enough. Dan Bongino says this all the time. It's not bad enough for them, but I don't know what it's going to take. They burned down their houses. Take the hint. They don't want you there. No, Democrats are good, and the Republicans are all a bunch of racists. I'm at the point now where I say you get what you vote for. Go step in all the duty you want. You ask for it. That's
and it's not just Paul. That they wiped out the water reservoirs. They let the wonderful company and the scums over there control the water routes with the guys that they were protecting the gefilte fish or whatever. And that was their way of saying that, oh no, we have to protect the environment.
Here's Paulie blaming the Jews.
Oh, I didn't do that overtly, did I?
No, you said gefilte fish. I saw the opening. I took a cheap shot. Come on, what am I, a professional? Not at all. All right, we should probably watch some videos. We got to keep an eye on this. You know what?
Can I add one more thing about the election? Because here's my question to you guys.
Shut the fuck up, Gino. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm exhausted from chasing
Shut the fuck up, Downey.
Sorry, I'm exhausted from chasing the house guest and keeping her subdued. But if you look at the mayoral race, and we just, ideally think they're not going to, do some home cooking. Right now, 34% Bass, 31% Spencer Pratt, 20% thing, which Lord knows, like, she's done. So 20%, you've got to wonder. And I'm asking you guys, not telling you, the 20% that voted for her, how many of them voted for her, voting blue, because you said it, Kev, Orange Man bad, just vote blue, voted for her because they hate Karen Bass. Well, what happens when their choice is Spencer Pratt and Karen Bass? If you can get like a little more than half of them to say, I hate Bass so much, I'm voting for Pratt, this could be interesting, and this is something they'll be thinking about the next 17 days. And somebody said it perfectly. I watch his podcast, Rick and Bros. They're great. I love them. And they said it's like, if you don't get how pathetic Karen Bass is, look at how she carries herself. Like, Spencer Pratt's a good-looking dude. He shows up. He gets dressed up. Karen Bass has the same terrible haircut. Have you ever seen her in more than one or two suits? She just shows up like the guy that's been at their job 20 years and doesn't give a fuck. Because he's been there, he's grandfathered in, he doesn't do shit, no one cares. That's Karen Bass. And if people can't see that, I can't help them either. Thoughts?
Paulie, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think he cut it right to the core. Karen Bass is another do-nothing puppet who fits all the boxes. She's a DEI hire, she's black, she's stupid, and she's a woman, as far as we know. And all she does is she wears her pantsuits, she acts like she cares, and she absolutely doesn't. And look no further than a guy like Trump, who well, black people across the world loved him. He was their so-called white black brother. And every time a black woman or a black person who needs something done, what does he do? He helps them. But meanwhile, the narrative still goes full tilt that he's the racist, when we know the only racists in the game are the lesbians, the blacks, and the Democrats, who do everything in their power to just lie and lie and lie, a narrative that just doesn't exist anymore. The reality is very simple. Your actions matter more than your words, and people are waking up to it.
Absolutely. All right. You know what? This is fun, but we got to show some videos, and we got to make fun of some tards, some demtards. Now, I want to show you guys a video. This is from jolly old England, where, as you know, white people suck and get locked up when they're bleeding out. Let's go with number one, and let's take a look at what's going on in England.
Oh, God.
All right, that's...
Oh, my God.
You know what? I'll say, much like New York, the woman said, all right, I got to get out of here. There's a half-naked man dancing, and this is probably not the best place to be. Gino, you've done drugs on the subway. What's going on with that cat?
You know what Albert Camus said in the book the Plague? Not to be confused when I responded back to Paulie when he sent me a grainy picture late last night, and I said, "Is that a turtle on a fence post?" What Camus said, his penis. What Camus said.
I wish it looked like a turtle on a fence post, to be honest. But never mind.
By the way, the reason I didn't win today is because I needed this giant crowbar to get that joke in. What Camus said is the only thing worse than despair is the habit of despair. And let me tie this into what we just saw with those monkey shines, and there's a comma in between those two words. What we just saw was a guy that just, it's okay to wake up sad. The only thing worse than despair is the habit of despair. It's okay to wake up sad and be like, oh my God, terrible things are happening. What am I going to do? But be optimistic that you can make it better. But when you wake up every day expecting despair, just expecting to be sad, that's when things are terrible. And that's the latter of the two is what's going on. Bonner's like, yeah, this is what you got now. A normal person would be like, what the fuck are you doing? But he doesn't want to get stabbed, handcuffed, and called a racist. And a normal person would run, but he is TERIFIED, scared. So that's what you're looking at. You're looking at people that are slowly accepting the despair of what they've let go on in these blue cities. Am I wrong?
You are not wrong at all. And we've got 8 seconds left, so we're going to cut to a quick break, folks. We're here live at the fabulous America First Warehouse. Hold on.
250 years ago, a nation was born. Built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
Politics feeling broken? What if you could match with politicians the way you match on a dating app, but based on real values? Meet OpScore from Go USA, the first ever values-based political matchmaker. Think Match.com for elections that aligns voters with politicians. We score politicians on a nonpartisan scale based on your priorities. Track your politician scores and take our OpScore Challenge survey to match with leaders who align with you at opscore.org. Stop voting blind. Start matching smart. Politicians work for you.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won. It's not about what party. It's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
It's me, Joe the Box, and I'm John the Blanket with the America First podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino podcast coming to you from the America First warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. podcast. Be free, stay free.
The America First warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
All right, folks, back here at Be Free, Stay Free, this podcast where we mock Democrats for being Democrats. Remember, folks, we don't go out and shoot these videos. We find them. These people make videos so that we can, we can verbally defecate upon them. Let's go with number... Let's go with number 3. This is going on in New Jersey, you know, at the ICE facility. They said, we got a problem. The food sucks, and they're on a hunger strike. None of that was true. They're actually going to the commissary and buying chocolate bars while pretending to be on a hunger strike. But here's what the hippies are doing outside of the ICE center.
Free them all!
Free them all!
Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! Free them all! Free them all!
All right.
Free them all!
Oh, just stop. I've had enough of I've had enough of those tarts. Now, free them all. I don't think they give a crap about the people being held. I think it's all about destabilizing the nation. But what do I know? I'm an insurrectionist. Let's go with Gito on this one. Gito, what's going on there, huh?
You are an insurrectionist. What's going on there is people are stupid and they need... Did we show the video on this show we had to where... I think it was last week where the guy was getting his bike stolen. So the guy beats him up and some other guy comes to help the guy that was stealing the bike. And the guy tries to steal the guy's scooter that's helping him. Was that on this show? Because it's hard to keep track of the stuff people send me that infuriates me. And I almost wish the ice would part like the Red Sea. That's another Jew reference, Paul. I apologize. Will part like the Red Sea. And all these guys will come out, beat the shit out of the protesters and steal their cars and, go to another state where they get sanctuary for doing it. That's what they need. They're like, here you go. Because they just don't seem to get it. They want to believe this narrative that everyone's a victim. So if the people in the jail are victims, well, we're victims too. And we can relate to you when they can't. They can't. They can't relate to reality, so they relate to a narrative that Mickey Sherrill, she's a turtle on a fence post. No more pictures, Paul. She's a turtle on a fence post. She was from Virginia, and she won the 2024 New Jersey mayoral election. I always confuse mayor and governor. Feel free to take note of that as you watch the show and listen to anything I say. She won that election 2024 the exact same way the Dems, and we have to talk about I'm not a doctor, I am a doctor, Joe Biden, the same way the Dems won the 2020 election. They had for the first time in 70 years, they had an extra 500,000 mail-in votes. And I don't know how perfectly they were perforated, but they were all for Cheryl. And she's in there just destroying that state.
Yeah. Now, speaking of perforation, Paulie, why can't they shoot these idiots?
Perforation. Well, you could clearly stab a white guy, but because they're cloaked in black skin or black guilt. Whatever it is, you're not allowed to take them out because despite how dangerous they are, despite how absolutely destructive they are of a force to liberty, to sovereignty and individualism, they're protected. They're the protected class. They're the victims now. The victim is the hardworking middle class person, and it really doesn't matter what class you have. You're fighting the good fight, and you're making $113,000 a year, and 50 of it goes to taxes, and you're scraping by trying to put food on the table and somehow or another make ends meet. And maybe if you're lucky, buy a new pair of work boots. You're the one who has to take the brunt of the BS, and it really doesn't matter if a black person stands up against this lunacy. What do they call it? The new face of white supremacy? That's fantastic. That's just fantastic. That Ben Carson is the new face of white supremacy. It's truly astounding that Uncle Tom who likes liberty, they would call Martin Luther King an Uncle Tom at this point, based on the way, if you look at his views and his rhetoric and what he stood for, they would call him an Uncle Tom at this point.
They would call him an Uncle Tom. They are now. They're literally digging up his past. And suddenly the Dems, you see all these stories being leaked out or revisited about how he was a swinger, how he cheated on his wife, all this stuff about him. It's like, yeah, we got to get away from that because we got to destroy all their heroes and make them realize that the white man is going to save them when all he does is enslave them. I'm sorry. It's a simple fact.
Some of the things we also see is we're seeing the CIA is now just placing their own people in positions of power. And you got people who are senators and governors who are laced with direct employment of the CIA. It's, and you want to talk about insurrectionists, KDJ, we're talking about legitimate insurrection.
Alleged. All right. Now, alleged, I said. Let's do video number 4. There's nothing funnier to me than some old geezer who doesn't know why he or she hates Trump, but they got a vent. We've seen him dance like chickens. We've seen him beat a Trump pinata. Let's look at the new Democrat hero for I call him the Walker Brigade because have them have walkers and scooters. Take it away, boys. Number 4.
Yeah. All right. What you get for dodging the draft?
There you go. Now, Gino, you've beaten off the dolls. Can you please tell me what this guy hopes to achieve by smacking? I don't know if it's a Trump voodoo doll, whatever that is.
That was a nod to Peanuts, right? The Lucy psychiatric booth, but it was TDS syndrome, and of course they just think they're smarter than you. Did you ever? And I know this is your closer, Kevin Downey Jr., but you ever hang out with someone who has no sense of humor, and when you do a really good joke like that, that's what your mom said. Oh, your mom said. That's what these people do. They just say oh, you got a Trump voodoo doll. Whoa, I hit it. No, let me explain the clever joke. You're so stupid. The only way they can cure you is with voodoo. You understand? As opposed to what Paulie worries about, and that's what Jews do. But I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, but that is their brilliant comeback. Your doll is stupid. No, you're broken. You're broken. And this stupid doll and this brilliant booth is going to live rent-free in your head for another week while you tell everyone, I got him good. I threw the doll back at him. Ugh, while he's pumping his own doll in his mother's basement.
Now, I think that man has some marital issues that he needed to get out. I think his prescription to sildenafil ran out a few years ago, and he's got to release something. Paulie, what drives these old people to go so cray-cray?
They have nowhere to go, nothing to do, no friends, because they are the people at the party that everybody avoids. I call them the human bowling ball. You ever at a party and you've 3 or 4 people are in a circle and they're just cracking up, telling jokes, busting balls, and it's the best time. And then human bowling ball comes over and they police you with scornful looks and confusion and stupid commentary that makes no sense. These people have no one and nowhere to go. So now they finally are in a place of like-minded morons who nobody likes, and they have to tolerate each other. So it's their sense of community. It's the only thing they have, and it's soon enough they're all going to hate each other within their own boring parties.
Absolutely, man. I tell you, it's just amazing to me. amazing to me how they're full of rage. But when you ask them why, they just go, Trump's a fascist. He's a fascist. And they get so angry they spit when they talk. And now you smell like calabash, because that's what you're eating. Eating the calabash down there in Myrtle Beach. That's where you see the old people. They go for the early bird calabash special. I don't think I even know what calabash is. I assume it's seafood. What is it? Do you guys know what calabash is? Because it's all over Myrtle Beach.
No.
Does calabash the stuff when a white old liberal talks? They have that white stringy thing in their mouth. Is that calabash?
You know what?
Where
It
it's just
is
like
now.
a stretchy, gummy foam on the corner of their mouth because they're dehydrated from talking their own shit.
It is now, baby. All right, you know what? Never mind the elderly. We'll get back to the elderly Democrats later. I want to go with a younger person here. I'm not even going to introduce this video. I'm just going to play it. Well, they're going to play it. And I want you guys to tell me what you think. Let's do number 5. First of all, would you hit it?
I used to be so infected with worms as a kid. I would pull down my pants and there would be clumps of worms in my underwear. There was so much worms and they would be active at night. And if you've ever had worms, it makes your... Never mind.
Don't stop.
Never mind.
I need this to continue. Now, Paulie, you steal panties from laundromats. How many worms have you found?
I haven't found worms, but I have found the foul smell of cat urine, but no worms.
Gino, what makes a person go put up a video saying I had worms coming out of my beehole?
Yeah, obviously, this is another. It's a psyop that people want. Who would say that in public? Who would say that to a person? But when you grab your phone and you say it to your phone, saying all you're worried about is not the people looking at it, but the little heart on the right that'll get you clicks. That's the only way you can justify that. To say justify might not even be the word, but that's the only way I can logisticize someone saying something that it can't be true, first of all, because no woman would finish a true story like that without saying how she got them fixed or what they found out or where they came from. Or people, you know what I mean? You don't tell a story like that for any other reason than you're a storyteller who wants clicks. I hope to God.
Yeah, you know what? I've had irritable bowel syndrome, but I've never said, oh my God, I wormed my pants.
Gary McBride in the chat says you got to take her fishing with those worms.
Oh God!
Now would you hit that knowing that there might be a worm problem?
No.
You'd be in more trouble if the two of you were in a room and I was that horny. There's no chance, none.
All right, we've got a break coming up. Paulie, where can people find you? We've got 39 seconds.
I'm just Paul_Eggs Nolan on X. It's the only place I'm at besides hanging out with you guys.
And Gino, you got some gigs coming up. Where can people find you?
I will actually be in LA on Monday, the June 15th at the Posse Bar, and Tuesday, June 16th at the Dime, and drunk the other 48 hours I'm there. Quite a smash and grab. And of course, I'm in my studio right here where I stream Mondays and Fridays at 3:30 when I'm not at the most patriotic venue in the land. Just ignore. Jesus Christ, more duct tape.
Tell her to stop teasing us. It's getting awkward. Hold on, folks. We'll be right back.
Me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse.
If I had time, I was going to say, what?
In all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events, it's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country.
Be free, stay free. We've got a celebrity alert. Bill, Top of the Mule from Vermont, just stopped in. Patriot Bill here. He brought me some delicious Spy Trail bourbon. Thank you again, my friend.
KDG. Glad I came by.
Thank you again. Are you coming to the big boot camp with AMAC?
I'm trying. I'm involved in our little local 4th of July parade, which is the longest running parade in the state of Vermont. It'll be our 77th year, little town of Wardsboro, so I'm going to be back next week, and I got a lot to do with that, so
nice.
Looking forward to that.
So there's no commies there to cancel the whole thing?
No, they're only when you go to the toilet towns, as you call them.
Right.
The people are real.
All right.
You know, it's all the politicians in the little cities are the issues.
It's good to know that there's some places still in New England where, where the country was born who are still real patriots, and you're one of them.
It's good, and you can carry and everything up there, and they all
and everything. Patriot.
Right, carry on, guys.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Top of the Mule, baby. Folks, let's do some more videos because there's so many idiots to make fun of. Let's do number 6. There's nothing I hate more than, a communist, but these animal people. Like, I don't think we should torture animals, but this, I don't know. I think this is insane. You guys tell me. Let's do number 6.
That is a lobster. An animal rights activist has just taken it from a tank inside a restaurant in Dorset, believing she is about to set it free. But the owners never intended to eat it or kill it, and instead have been displaying it for the last 2 years to teach children about crayfish. 47-year-old Emma Smart launched the liberated lobster into the harbour, but the change in water temperature killed it instantly. Its mate then died of loneliness shortly after, according to its owner. The Insulate Britain activist avoided prison, instead receiving an 8-month conditional discharge for causing criminal damage.
Whoa. You have an 8-month conditional discharge, don't you?
Well, I call that grand
You've
theft
won
lobster.
this round, Paul.
Grand theft lobster. So she wanted to free it. She killed not one, but 2 lobsters. You know what? You know the best thing I've ever seen? Have you ever seen the PETA people who come out when they run the bulls chase people, and they're out there going, no, don't do it, man, don't do it. And the bull just goes, F you, and gores them and flips them over. That's kind of funny to me. That's very funny to me. But this idiot, I'm going to free the lobsters. First, they're in New Jersey going, let them go, let them go. So this idiot's outside the lobster tank. Let them go. Never mind, bonk. And I mean, I hate to see a good, tasty lobster go away. Gino, what is wrong with these retards?
Didn't Homer have the pet lobster, and to reward him, he gave him a hot bath, and then he ended up, boiling him, and he's crying while he's eating him? This woman, they predict everything. Here's my question, and this is how my brain works when it does. What kind of hole do you have in your life? And trust me, no, she'll never be the hole in any man's life, that woman. But what kind of hole do you have in your life where, of all the things you can do to make yourself feel whole with a W, as in that whore with a W, where does your brain go when you're like, I've got to save one of the lobsters? Oh, I've got to save that lobster. There are so many other things you could do to bring good to the world, but this woman, this is how she's like, you know what I'll do? I'll take that lobster. Why? For attention. Because it's easier to take a lobster, you know what I mean, than it is to spend to spend a day at a soup kitchen. By the way, I've spent many a night there, starving. But anything that you can do to actually help other people, I'll just do this. Why? Because it's easy to take a lobster out of a tank and throw it in the water that's right nearby. I can't make sense of why your brain says this is what I need to do. She's broken.
Paulie, you date broken women your whole life. What would you do? Would you rather do the Grand Theft Lobster lady or the worm butt? You got to pick one.
I'll take the worm butt. I've done worse things at Mardi Gras. So,
Paulie, how is this person an animal rights activist when? How
they're
does she
not
know?
They don't do anything. These are people who've never ever donated a penny to anything. They've never volunteered their time ever. They're the ones who think that their activism is, putting a picture of like a blacked out profile or a Ukraine flag in their bio. By the way, the Ukraine bio people who think that they were saving the world. Meanwhile, that was just a full-blown neocon scam the whole way through and through. But meanwhile, now they're anti-war again because Trump wants to control the supply of oil through the world, and not just that, protect us from the city of London and the speculators who speculate on the speculation, who never stop manipulating everything with false flag attacks and endless manipulation of market money. But now that Trump is stopping the ultra, 0.1%, not 1%. That's normal people who make a living, by the way. These people think that this is their way to make a difference and out crazy each other in an effort to, when they go back to those social circles of unsocial idiots, where they get to take their this moment of glory, despite how stupid and useless and pointless it was, and they feel like they've one-upped the stupidity amongst their really dumb friends.
And, excuse me, something I found out doing a little deeper dive into this situation, that it's actually a trans lobster. It's actually a crab who identifies as a lobster. So she murdered a trans crab is what she did. Two of them. A happy couple gone. All right, let's do another video. We got plenty of time. And I've been dying to get to this one. This, I think, sheds the light on what's going on in England, what's going on here around the world. Let's do number 7. And then we'll make fun of her. Take it away, boys.
White people suck! White people suck!
All right, there's a salad-dodging white chick with blonde hair. White people suck, white people suck. There's no rally going on that I can see. I think she maybe just went to the park with her friend in a sign because she had something to say. Gino, you're a white supremacist. Why does she hate white people? And she is one.
Because she hates herself, because she hates her father, and she wants everyone to be as miserable as her. Like, I've said this before. You have to be your biggest fan and your worst critic. And these people, as much as you think they're their worst critic, they're not. They're just their biggest fan. So what do? To make themselves even more grandiose and get more attention, I'll say I suck. Why? Because everyone thinks white people suck, and that will get me attention. I'm sorry. That's how stupid it is. Nobody in their right mind would think they suck and want other people to know. They would want to work on not sucking, although I can tell you, that pig does not have to work on not sucking. Okay? She doesn't, because no one's making that offer to her.
Paulie, who do you think she's bringing home for Christmas?
I think she's going to do her next film at Black on Blondes, in a gangbang in a subway station, thinking that she's going to make friends. Meanwhile, they're just going to leave her left for dead, walletless, and with 3 holes where she'll be airtight, because this is the way she thinks she can give back to the community.
Yeah. Remember,
she's a pig, and
there was a 23-year-old woman in Germany, and she was a big lefty, part of some German group called, Gunther Glieben Glauben Globen was probably the name of the group. I don't remember. But she's gang raped by 3 Algerians, and she tells the cops the attackers are white because she just can't stand sending more black illegal immigrants to prison. And they watch all the videos of the park, so we don't see 3 white guys walking in anywhere. And she goes, all right, they were black, and I apologize to them publicly for sending them to jail into the racist system. How do they make people hate themselves so much? Either of you, please explain it to me.
I will start with an algorithm that has so much power, and the SSRIs that complement it, because these people are so heavily medicated. They think that they're saving the world one rapist at a time, but they're really, all they're doing is making everything worse. But they don't know any better because they also have a dose of stupidity with the SSRIs and their white guilt.
Gino, you got anything?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. Thank God I'm a straight white male. Thank God. Because no one is ever going to give me a pass. Yep. And when you have people that break the law, it starts with stealing. Because 100 years ago people were slaves, and don't worry about all the 99% of black people that are living a normal life, that are enjoying capitalism. Don't worry about them. It's you who you have to steal sneakers to feed your family. I'm feeling a little beacon today. You have to steal sneakers. By the way, I just saw that whatchamacallit, Boley's enjoying Armageddon in South Carolina. And the more you don't, if you start a path that's 1 degree off and you go a little bit, that's fine. But if you go 1,000 miles, you're way off the mark. And that's what it gets to. It gets to these guys literally raping women, saying, well, I've been so repressed for so long, and there's never any consequences.
And their Bible, called the Quran, tells them they get to do it. Now, I've got a great idea. We've got a group of people here. They're very
That's
serious.
A first.
Very serious.
Your last great idea was saying, yeah, Gino, Paul, do this show with me every week. How's that working out, huh? Let's pretend there's coffee in this mug.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, KDJ. You probably should have picked the other guys. You could have done better than this.
They were sober and professional. He's like, I'll take those 2. I know what I'm doing.
Sober and professional is overrated. Overrated, baby. Folks, we're here at the America First Warehouse, the most patriotic venue in the galaxy. We've got Paul Nolan live from Studio 6B. We've got Gino from... Anyway, and what we're doing is we're showing videos. Gino, where can we find you online?
Gino Bisconti, at Gino Bisconti, GENO_BISCONTE. And obviously, if you're here, you're following me on Twitter. So what you need to do is just retweet on Twitter, whatever your social media platform of choice is. Retweet this show because it has all of our handles on it on whatever platform I put it on. But thank you guys so much in the chat, in my Patreon, and by the way, in Paulie's world, because I watch...
5 seconds.
I watch Paulie on 6B all the time, and people are saying, where can I see you and Gino
right
and
back
Kevin?
After this.
Most people think they have
Are you guys want to do the next 2
searching for the
segments?
best
Because we
deals
can.
when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just 2 entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together,
We can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW, making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single, Justice for All, with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round 2. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
There you go, folks. You just missed Gino getting a lap dance. Last time I
take it off me.
Yeah, from his 14-year-old houseboy named Chow.
They grow up so fast, Paul.
He
They
blows
really do.
Chow all the time. And that's an old joke. Sorry.
Not now, Chow.
There she goes. All right. You got. So here's the next video. Apparently, there are people out there, little pranksters, who like to do nasty things, catch it on camera, and post it on social media for views. And what you're about to see is allegedly liquid feces. Take it away. Let's do number 8.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
All right. Let's start with President Paul Nolan. Mr. President, you've been in the White House for 2 years. Can we shoot these people?
Okay, I'm not big for like torture, but that guy should be skinned alive.
That's just
And
sick.
I honestly think I'd rather be stabbed in the face than someone pour human feces on me.
Well,
but I mean, is there backstory?
Hold on. There is. Now, Gino,
okay, please.
Gino,
how do we need context? Someone just got a bucket of wet urine and shit dumped on their head. What backstory do you need?
Now, hold on.
I mean, why?
Gino, unlike you, this guy didn't pay for it. They snuck up on him. They snuck up on him.
Now it makes no sense to me at all. Now I'm absolutely stumped. I
I've
don't
been looking
get
for
it.
that for free forever, right, Gino?
This guy got it for free. But again, let me point out, like, just so you don't think we're racist, because we make fun of
getting their steps in.
Just because we make fun of like the blacks in the video where the blacks are acting like idiots, we make fun of the whites where they're acting like idiots. You understand? Like, did you understand? That's a white guy, and like that's how dumb. You could say what you want, but at least the minorities stick to the script. anger and violence. White people are like, I'll be so clever, I'll shit in a bucket and dump it on him. And that's even more disgusting and base and animalistic. And the fact that they think they're clever, I don't know what set him off, but he needs to be just smashed in the face. That's it. There's no other way to communicate with these people.
The only thing that could make that worse, worms. Worms thrown in. That would make it worse. And I know where they can get some. She's kind of cute, too. Kind of cute. Now, I just think, like, first of all, it's unhealthy as can be. But at that point, would a jury really put you in jail if you just beat the potato salad out of that miscreant, Paulie?
I mean, a jury of my peers would legitimately hang him. But I don't have my peers on a jury. My jury is packed with a bunch of, I hate whiteys. So, yeah, I would go to jail for probably like 11 years for defending myself against a guy who poured feces, liquid, steaming. I mean, think about like how much warm water you need to keep that, to loosen that up to pour out. The effort that went into him, the premeditated effort that went into stirring that pot of liquid shit is unto itself is disgusting. And what does his kitchen look like?
And his dismount, don't get confused, Paulie, his dismount was even more just galling because he didn't run away. He just slowly walked away like, there, I did that. I got that done.
With a shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh. Now, here's what I don't get. Here's what I let me ask you guys. How long did it take him to fill that bucket? I mean, where did he keep it? Hey, John, what's with the bucket of shit next to the toilet? Don't worry about it. I'll get that. How does he amass such a...
By the way, if you could avoid using the toilet today, I could use some extra shit.
Yeah.
Could you use that this week?
Who wants burritos? All right. Now,
talk about a Havana omelet, man. That's rough.
Oh.
Hot lunch is served. All right, let's do number 9. Number 9. Now, these people really steam my clams, too. There's another group we should be able to shoot. Take it away, number 9. We have a hero, folks. We have a hero. Look at that, one-handed drag. I have no idea what language that is. I think it means... I think what he's saying is, get the fuck out of the street, you hippies. I'm dragging them off. I love these guys. Hey, if your head hits the curb, too bad. We're taking the world back, folks. One Gorgon at a time.
And you know what they call this?
That's enough of that, boys. Thank you.
You know what they call that, Kev? Those people, those fucktards, they call it a peaceful protest, and it's not. It's a pussy protest, okay? And don't get me wrong, I'm not acting like a tough guy. I don't sit there and get in the way of people that have jobs. I could never do that to those poor sons of bitches, but I don't. Okay, I don't. And it's one thing to get in the way and be like, yo, I'm here, and then state the cause. I'm standing here because of whatever bullshit cause they had. But the second they approach, they just go like this, because that's their favorite pose, legs in the air. Your wife might be in earshot, Paulie, so I won't say anything. Legs in the air. And just hands covering their face because they're victims. Now we're victims like them, thank God. And when you're a victim, you don't have to live your life because it's been taken from you when all you've really done is given it away. God, pathetic.
Paulie, you're going to work. You know there are no cameras on you. You know nothing is being recorded. And a couple of these idiots are in front of your car. What do you do?
Oh, I road pizza. I mean, honestly, I go forward, then I go backwards, then I go forward again. Then I get out and make sure there's a couple compound fractures, and then I just go. That's what you do.
Right.
Now, hey, you guys, you notice that guy was dragging him with one arm. How scrawny are these fuckers?
I mean, they're just filled with soy piss, so once that leaks out of them, they get really light.
Oh, yeah. I think these guys, they must weigh like 90 pounds. You know, probably vegans. probably fourth level vegans. They graze on grass, and that's about all they can do. Now, I think if someone is in your way, and maybe this is a New York thing, don't fuck up my commute. I think you should be able to knock these clowns around. And I think, like you said, a jury of your peers, I think they'd go, yeah, damn right. Damn right. Gino, how do we stop this plague on real humans?
Paulie already told you. Like, there are states like Florida that say if you get in the way of our car, you're going to get run over and no one's going to do anything. If you punch one of our police officers, we're going to punch you in the face. If you like raise a weapon, we're going to drive you to the morgue. And I don't know why people, like, I'll say it for the 9 billionth time because I love saying it. The line in that old movie House Party with Kid and Play, when the late comedian Jackie Harris, and they're making fun because it's a silly movie, these two stereotypical white cops drive by this black guy walking through a neighborhood, not doing anything, like, what are you up to? And he's like, I'm up to minding my own goddamn business. And these people aren't. And no one takes responsibility for their actions. They think they're heroes, and they're just unemployed, bored. You said it, filled with soy piss. That's what they are. And they think that's contributing to society when it's just wasting our time. But again, this victim mentality that people want to have, because when you're a victim, say it again, you don't have to do anything because you're a victim. Your life is being controlled, and you want it to be. It's a gift. It's a gift to be alive. I don't have to tell you, Paul, HIV positive. It's a gift. And these people are celebrating. They're celebrating life by saying, like, oh, I can't live my life. Are you out of your mind? It's the easiest, funnest thing to do. But they're wearing, and by the way, way to commit to the bit. Hey, I'm wearing an orange thing. Don't run me over. I'm only not running you over because I can't. Don't taunt me by making it easier to see the target that I can't shoot at.
All right, those people are annoying. Let's do this. We got 2 minutes, 13 seconds left. Let's do number 10. Tell me who's more annoying, the people who deserve to get run over or this person? Not her.
That's good.
See, I don't think that's real. I don't. I mean, I don't. But if it is, like, the person in the back is obviously more annoying. But that's the thing between AI is just like the final, well, who knows what's coming next. But you never know what to believe, what you see on social media, which is, maybe that'll be the end of it. Maybe it's like, well, I'm even watching this. Like, I've heard, I don't know. There are literally half-naked broads all over Instagram that are AI generated, and it's a dude that looks like that if you combined me, you, and Paulie, Kev, and took all our worst attributes, that's what the guy looks like, making frigging naked broads. Yeah, there you go. Just mismatch that in AI, and he's in his basement in a thong and a halter top, making this half-naked broad that probably has an OnlyFans at this point, and dudes are giving money, and God bless the AI creator, but that's what's going on now. So when I see a video like this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't even care. That people are that annoying.
You know what, though, Gino?
Here we are. It would look like this. Thank you so much. It would look like it would have 3 heads.
I didn't think it was real at first, but I've seen so many chuckleheads fighting on airplanes lately that I thought this could be real. Paulie, is that real? And who's the asshole there?
The asshole there is the guy playing with the blinds, or the asshole who made the AI. We're not quite sure yet, but if that is real, don't touch that blind. It's clearly in her jurisdiction. You have 3% of it. She has 97% of it. Plus, she's good looking, so she wins.
You know what? You're right. There's a physics to that, a mathematical and a physics thing. Whomever has more of the window should control the window, right?
I think there's a rule of thumb. If you're on a flight before 9 a.m., you're supposed to keep the blinds down. Once 9 a.m. comes, you can up is good, and I think that's a general rule. But I don't travel like I used to. You know, I only try private jets these days.
Gino,
that Epstein and his island comes with airfare. Anyway, go on.
Gino, Nancy Pelosi's on the flight at noon. Is the thing up or down?
Every light is off. Turn every light off. Just black it out because she's going to be pissed Trump.
because she's a vampire. Oh, wait, we got to go to break. Hold on. We'll be right back.
250 years ago, a nation was born. Built on courage, driven by freedom, defined by patriots who stood their ground. Today, we don't just remember that legacy, we wear it. This is more than a shirt. It's a symbol of strength, freedom, and pride. I'm Steve Stern, COO of theflagshirt.com, and I invite you to celebrate 250 years of the United States with us. Wear your pride, stand for something, get your shirts today.
Politics feeling broken? What if you could match with politicians the way you match on a dating app, but based on real values? Meet OpScore from GoUSA, the first ever values-based political matchmaker. Think Match.com for elections that aligns voters with politicians. We score politicians on a nonpartisan scale based on your priorities. Track your politician scores and take our OpScore Challenge survey to match with leaders who align with you at opscore.org. Stop voting blind. Start matching smart. Politicians work for you.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
Corporate transfer. Fine, professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won, it's not about what party, it's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
It's me, Joe the Box. And I'm John the Blanket with the America First Podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino Podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots Podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side Podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free. Oh, no! Final segment of the week here at Be Free, Stay Free. My name's Kevin Downey Jr. That good-looking guy is Kevin Downey Jr., and the other two would be Paul Nolan and Gino Bisconte. They're Italians. Paul, you're down in Myrtle Beach, eating calabash and no gimmicks. Gino, you're in your Manhattan apartment, are you not?
I am indeed. My palatial estate. Look at the other two rooms. Go on.
All right, so Gino, this one, I think you're both going to like it. But we got to dive into this one. We're going to do number 16. This is a chick comic who thought she was going to be funny. Sorry, Keanu. Sorry. Take it away. Let's do number 16.
In male-dominated positions. Did you say boo? I did. You booed? You don't
More
think
women in
more
male-dominated
should be
jobs.
In male-dominated positions.
You want to do concrete work, darling?
Uh-oh, big laugh.
Require a PhD.
PhD.
So you're saying that women should do... Okay, well, okay, now I'm curious. I really would like... What work do you think women should do then? Men should do concrete work, okay? Because you like concrete.
You should work on your set.
Look at her she's trying to dig out of it.
Get more women in mining.
We should get... They still do mining? What are we mining for?
Look at her hand in the pocket. She's nervous.
We're mining for copper?
What's the hat?
Oh, I did not know that. So you're saying that you're trying to get more women in mining or not?
It's up to you.
Oh, it's up to me. Well, preferably I prefer not to mine because I have a master's degree and I like would rather not do that. But I think that if women want to mine, they should be able to go down into the mines to mine, right? Right?
Sympathy, fuck applause.
Cool. I feel like this is a topic for greater discussion.
Gino, how did she blow that? What happened?
It's what she blew to get that stage time that fucking amazes me. I don't understand. That's another one where you watch it and say, did she post this video?
Yep.
There's no way she posted this video. Why would she post it? Like, it's got to be something for clicks, because obviously she's not funny. And I'm not even being mean. She has to know she's not funny. And why, like, I literally, if you don't get how broken so many comedians are, and not just fake ones like her. Like, I had a guy that I was fighting with, I hadn't talked to in ages. Danny McDermott, terrible comedian in LA. I don't mind naming fucking names. And he shit on me retweeting that I was at the America First Warehouse, and he started saying all this dumb stuff about Trump. And I go, you're just being stupid. He's like, I have a degree in engineering from one of the best schools in the world. It's like, in the country. It's like, then why are you doing comedy? Yeah. This woman's got a master's. Why are you doing comedy? I could see if she had a master's and was 50 or even older like Paul, I could see that. But my God, when you're 24, you're like, I got a master's, let me do stand-up. You're proving that you're an idiot who doesn't want to work. I'll be the first to admit it, but I'm 50 and I used to work and I got sick of it, so I tell these dick jokes. But that is just a disgrace that it's even wasting bytes on the internet.
Yeah. You know what, though? I'll be honest. I'm not going to pretend I haven't told chick comics that they're funny just to sleep with them. I'm not saying I have, but I probably have lied like that. I know I have. And they weren't even that attractive. Paulie, did you notice, like, her hand goes in the pocket? She knew she screwed the pooch, didn't she?
Oh, yeah, not just that. She was petting her hair, the nervous hair pet. She was, she was going to her, I'm kind of pretty. This is my default setting. Like, and anytime anybody who thinks they're smart tries to have an argument, they use the word like, I feel like, they have nothing in the tank. They were backed in the corner because their reality started to cave in on them. That was good stuff. I only wish I was there to lace into her, just unravel her stupidness with logic.
Yeah, and she started that. She started that. We need more women in men-dominated jobs. And the guy goes, boo. And he goes, oh, what? And he nails her. Do concrete. And her response, oh, you like to play with concrete. I have a PhD. I have a master's. I don't think she has either, because she she said she had, or maybe she has both. Probably neither. But the panic set in. That's beautiful. I'm surprised she didn't start yelling and cursing. But like Gino said, why would you post that? That's just her getting clown slapped by a blue-collar guy, I'm willing to bet.
Jordan Peterson nailed. I'm sorry, Gino, but Jordan Peterson nailed this best. He's like, oh yeah, women are just wired different, and that's okay, right? Jordan Peterson, before he kind of went a little bit off the deep end when he went with Daily Wire a little bit, he kind of was made it pretty clear. Men like things. Women like humans. Women are empathetic and caring and good at nurturing, and they're good at mothering, and they're good at nursing, and they're good at school teaching for a reason. They care about other people. Guys just like stuff. They like to build stuff. They like to fix stuff. They like to be involved with projects. Women are better at being human, and she's wrecking that. She has a PhD in being a cunt.
Well, the whole feminism thing, if you don't get that, it's a psyop, because again, let's get women in the workforce to show they're as good as men. Women are better than men at a lot of things.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? They're a lot better, but they want, no, we're equal to men. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, let's get you in the workforce. Why? So that you don't have kids and reduce the population, and so in many cases we can still pay you less. And in many cases, it costs more money. We can tax you more, all that stuff.
Yeah,
they love having women in the workforce.
Twice as many people paying taxes. Yeah. And the state raises the children to become communists.
Oh my God, that should have been the first thing I said if I didn't know. That's such a brilliant point.
Right, women, do me a favor, could you just get in this U-boat and storm Normandy?
Yeah.
You wonder why men's life expectancy is lower? Because they die working and in wars. They're on the front lines.
Yeah,
That average has slaughtered them.
What's the old Johnny Carson joke? Men on average die 10 years before women, but they want to. Then I fucked it up. Then their wives. They die 10 years earlier than before their wives, but they want to. That's the joke. I'm sorry. Sorry, Johnny, or your writers.
All right, you know what? We got time for one more probably. Let's do number 12. Speaking of killing yourself over your wife, check this out.
God bless Trump.
He's a piece of shit.
Wait, why? What did he do to you?
Rape.
Oh, he's done
This is my country, so it's to all of us. He's
Yeah, it affects all
ruining
of
it. They took his fucking name off the Kennedy Center.
They should take his name off the Kennedy Center?
They did.
They already did. And that made you happy?
Oh, sure did. You keep sucking up to him. You see what the hell he did.
Why do you hate Trump so much, man?
When do you get all your rights taken away?
When am I right? When is that going to happen?
Yeah, take away all your
When is that
rights.
going to happen? It's been 5 years. When is that going to happen?
He still sucks.
When am I going to start losing rights?
Keep sucking up to him.
Go live in a dictatorship country and see how you like it.
You think Trump's a dictator?
He is a dictator.
No.
You don't have to think.
He's not. No. He's not a dictator. You don't have any rights He's at a all. dictator.
Whoa! Old man comes in and wrap it up with a dick joke. Yeah, well done. Well done. Paulie, I keep throwing these crazy senior hippies up. You notice they didn't have any substance. He's a dictator. He's a dictator.
Kevin, you know better. You pretend to be an orderly in a senior home where you like to bathe old people. So I think you would probably be a better expert on this. But there's another example of these people who are simply brainwashed. They're lonely. They have nothing to do other than go to the all-you-can-eat buffet over at like Olive Garden, and they eat themselves into unhappiness. And this is what you get.
Yeah, I love the thing that gives me repose, for lack of a better word, is I love that we live in the greatest country in the world still. As much as they're trying to ruin it, we have I love when gay people are like, oh, they're going to take. You have all the rights. You have all trans rights. You have all the rights as a human that any other American citizen does. And when these sad fat people they're eating their feelings. And whatever it is, they're going to be dead soon. And I hope that for their own good. Because why are you growing old in a country like, he's going to take all your rights? Is he going to make me get a vaccine? Is he going to take away my job if I don't? Is he going to take away my right to go outdoors? Is he going to take away my right to protest peacefully? You fucking fat, fucking cunt, fucking slob, fucking dummy.
Whoa!
You know, I just wonder if someone could do a study on the levels of cholesterol and stupidity. Because everybody in these videos who is so angry have to have their cholesterol in the high 4s.
Yeah, you know what? I think too many people take the words "all you can eat" too seriously. Some people maybe
sounds like a wager.
It does. It does sound like a wager.
Hold my beer.
Oh, all I can eat, huh? Man, you run up against the wrong hippie today, and it's my God. But the anger and the nothing to base it on. You're going to lose your rights. He's been in office, like the guy said, 5.5 years total. I haven't lost any rights. I mean, it's not as easy to get into a ladies' room without my wig anymore. But, you know, sometimes I identify as that guy. As that guy. We've got 42 seconds. Paulie, tell them where they can find you again.
Yeah, you catch me on Real America's Voice on LFS6P. You know, you can catch us every night, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 live. I'm on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday, unless I'm in Myrtle Beach. But Paul_Eggs Nolan. But I'm not the talent on the show. You got to see Katie J and Gino live. They are utterly fantastic. And I'll stop doing the glazing right now.
You're too kind. Thank you. Gino, 12 seconds. No one cares where to find you. No, go quick.
I put my wife's YouTube in the chat. She's about to go live on her page. And yeah, we're going to start touring, the three of us, like it or not, Paulie. You're coming with.
See you next week. Be free, stay free.
For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. In the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be. America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. of America. We stand tall and free in